Hey guys, Matthias here. I actually think I just fucked it up. Can I start that
Oh
again?
no.
Can I start that again?
Yeah, okay.
Hey guys, Matthias here, and today we're back with another episode of Anime versus Reality. Bales is not here with me right now because
Yeah,
that's
but I will be next week.
yeah. He loves to just not show up.
I'm an enigma.
Hey, Enigma does is never appears.
No, like Nanny McPhee, you know? You don't want me there, I'm there. If you want me there, I'm not there.
Anyways, we're we're continuing on with Initial D season 5. We got only 3 episodes to cover because Bailey misunderstood the purpose.
Yeah, because I thought we were covering 3 instead of 4 for this week.
Well, we were doing a 4-3-4-3.
Yeah, I thought it was 4-3-3-4.
Well, the last laugh is reserved for me because Bailey's giving himself more work, basically.
Damn it.
Anyways, let's continue with episode 8.
You want me to start?
Yes, considering what you've written here.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Keisuke won. The end. He listened to the Force and let it guide him through the Dagobah mist and secured victory. Yeah, Ryuji gave into fear and the Force failed him. And that's a joke because when the fog happened, Keisuke he was calm and
Yeah.
he was focused, and so that's how he was able to do it. But
Well, he also
Ryuji,
had Kenta there with the phone call.
yeah, but Ryuji he was like how can he was planning on Keisuke to back
Mm,
out, you know, like be
yeah.
scared, just pull back. But he didn't. It's like in the first Harry Potter movie when Harry and the guy are diving down for the golden snitch and they're
Yeah.
looking at each other and it's like who's gonna pull up first, you know? And the guy does.
Yeah, and then Harry Potter's like really close to the
With,
ground.
yeah, and he
And ends up
won.
swallowing it.
Yeah. And so it's a similar thing to this.
That's the same Golden Snitch as in like the final movies, right?
Yeah, it's the same golden snitch.
The one that he caught in his mouth.
Yeah, and that's how he opens it and I believe gets the resurrection stone in the seventh
I love
book.
how immediately we get so sidetracked to Harry Potter.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like,
new game next month. Can't wait.
this is your fault, Bailey,
Yeah.
with your notes.
All right, so Kenta gives Kesuke a high five, and Kesuke's awesome counter is over 9,000. And his high
Oh,
five count has increased to 5.
you said increase by 5.
Increased by 5. No,
What
oh,
are
I should
you
put 2.
even referencing there?
That's Dragon Ball Z. It's
I,
over
I get
9,000.
that, but the high five bit.
Because it's like 5, you know, technically it's 4 fingers, 1 thumb, but it's like 5. That's what.
Oh,
Okay, so
it's so
Rusuke and
cringe.
yeah, and I'm just gonna point this out real quick before I continue. It your autocorrect is kind of spelling Rusuke Ryu, and sometimes it's Ryu.
It's
And
RYU.
yeah, and sometimes it goes Ryu. I don't know. Okay, so Rusuke tells Keisuke that he is impressed that he kept the throttle open when driving across the S curve. Keisuke tells him that he spent a lot of time on rehearsal and the usual blind training, which is like, and I put another Star Wars reference in there. That's
Yeah.
how Luke was able to blow up the Death Star because he was blind training too.
Oh my
Um,
gosh.
anyways, uh, Ryuji is telling some. Is that dude his brother he's talking to?
No, I think the character you're talking about was the guy that came to the car earlier in
Okay.
before the race, wasn't
So
it?
Ryuji, I think so. I can't remember. There's a few names I've been trying. I was trying to look at, but couldn't figure out who they were for some reason. So Ryuji is telling some dude that he mentally exhausted himself by building pace with the fog. This left him mentally impaired and caused him to lose his nerve.
Yeah.
But despite that, he's proud of what he accomplished during the race, as it was the best he ever performed under duress. And he
Yeah.
doesn't believe he could ever do that again. Because, you know, sometimes when you do stuff, you can't certain situations, you can't ever do it again.
I'm
Like,
just looking up to see if I can find the character name because I'm pretty sure we mentioned the character name in the
I
past.
remember when I was in year 2 at home, I was throwing a pen in my pen up, trying to catch it in my ear, and I couldn't
Yeah.
do it. And then one time I accidentally did it. I got it right. Never been able to do it again.
Are you sure you're talking that character? Was it Sakamoto? Or
Was it? I don't know
it
who
was either
it was.
Sakamoto or some other character?
It might have been Sakamoto.
Okay.
I don't know who he was.
Anyway, let's just get to the
Look,
next race,
all
which is
right,
going to
so the
be.
next race is between Takumi and Hirora.
I
Before it
was about to
starts,
start saying that one. I
oh,
was. We were both talking at the same time. I was like,
all right, yeah, you get the next point then. Before
yeah.
it starts, Rusuke tells Takumi to go 80% right after the start as visibility is poor. When he has rhythm, go 90%, and when he's confident, go full throttle. Hiroya is confused as to why Takumi chose to learn in the fog, but this doesn't deter him. His plan is to stay behind Takumi in the first stretch, putting pressure on him from behind, thinking Takumi will slip up and he can take the lead. What a fool.
So yeah, when the race starts, a boy and a girl are waiting to see who passes first. Oh yeah, the mum and Shinji.
Yeah.
Uh, we they were in I think episode 7 or whenever the two cars went past.
Yeah,
It
and
was
the kid was like, it
a
has
yellow
wings.
fireball.
Oh no, sorry, that was this episode. Whoops. No.
Nah, so w- like he note like Shinji he notes that Takumi's car's like got wings.
Yes, you see, his car wasn't driving, it was hovering, because it's an angel.
So I think what it means is like he's seeing like Shinji is sort of like seeing this the spirit of the racer in the car.
Oh God, don't get me started with cars.
No, it we sort of started seeing it pop up as early as season 4.
No, no, I meant Pixar cars.
No, I'm not talking about those cars.
Yeah, but that you've heard that theory, right?
They're not cars.
No, no, they take on the personality of the person that was last driving them.
Yeah, I personally believe the one where they're actually not cars.
Right. But anyways, go on.
Yeah, but the wings is like basically Takumi's spirit in the race. Like we saw like energy around the characters as early as season 4, maybe even season 3.
Yeah, that car was going
Oh
ultra
no,
instinct.
no, it was season 4 because we saw it with the final race with the purple aura.
Yeah,
That basically the wings is like the expansion of that sort of thing
yeah.
for Takumi's character with the blue. So this race ends up pretty losing, like going pretty quick because Hiroya just gets absolutely left behind by Takumi in his Fujiwara zone.
He got destroyed.
Yeah.
'Cause it's like, like the thing is though, like with racing characters, like some of them I don't like in the series, but I do respect them when they're like, okay, I'm not going to underestimate this person, no matter who
Yeah.
it is.
A lot
You
of
know what I
people
mean?
do that though.
Yeah, but the ones that don't underestimate their opponent, I have more respect for than the ones that can, I can take this.
Like
Unless they have like a clear
the
track
race at
record of
the end of
winning.
season 4.
Yeah, unless they have a clear track record of winning, then I can understand their overconfidence.
Like that that race at the end of season 4 was probably the most intense race of the whole lot at that point. And probably so far, considering the races that we've talked about so far. At least for Takumi.
I'll have to binge watch them again.
But yeah. So Shinji and his mother are just walking around, and they're like, he can't get out of his mind the wings that he saw in Takumi's car. Then we go to the next day, and Takumi's talking to Iketani at the gas station. And Iketani is curious what's good, like, about the race and how it went and all that. Basically, for if you talk in Takumi terms, it's just like, yeah, I won the race.
Damn right, he won it.
But yeah, Itsuki also comes there along because they're still both working at the gas station. But they're like, they want to go and see Takumi's final race. Like, for Takumi's final race, even if he loses, it's still a monumental thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Although, if he does lose, it's like, whoever beats him is taking his title, basically.
Yeah.
So Takumi needs to win the race to hold his title. But his friends want to go and see the race, and they're like, our salaries might get cut, but we still want to go and see.
Yeah, I love how confident they are. It's like, yeah, the boss will give us the day off.
No, it's Japan.
Yeah, let me tell you something. If I went to my boss, like, and I had, like, to start work an hour or two late, just walk up to him, yeah, I don't feel like working today. Like, I'll come in tomorrow. He'd be like, what? No, you're not. Get in there.
Yeah. Either that or you just be fired on the spot.
Yeah, unless I'm sick, you know.
Mm. You just gotta fake it.
Yeah, fake it till you make it.
So yeah, episode number 8 ends with Risuke talking with Shuichi.
Yeah, I think that's how you say it.
Yeah, there's shenanigans about to go down, and Shuichi tries to talk Risuke out of what he's planning to do, of which we don't know at all. But apparently the plan is him meeting and racing Rin, who is the Grim Reaper.
Yeah, awesome name.
Yeah. Remember the last time we talked about a character named Rin?
Oh, yeah. Wait, I think I do. What are you referencing?
Fruits Basket.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Just thinking of something else.
What were you thinking of?
I was thinking of To Love Ru when I told you about that character. When I mentioned the visual novel. Okay, so yeah, so Rin...
Yeah, their lives are the bets.
Yeah.
And we officially find out exact... Well, we don't get any more details of, like, how Kaori died or anything like that.
Not in this episode, but we do learn more as the episode goes on.
But it's more the same, really. Like, the two guys love Kaori and she couldn't really decide.
Yeah. Well, no. Okay, well, I'll wait until later when I bring up the notes, but there's a few points you're missing out there.
Well, you shortened it. Not my fault.
Yeah, well, you want short notes. What do you want from me? Alright, so that's the end of episode 8, and so we get to episode 9, Shinigami. The episode opens right where the previous one ended. After that trip down memory lane, the scene changes to the show Keisuke, Hiroshi, and honestly, I could not figure out what this third guy's name was.
Fumihiro?
Is it? Because I was trying to figure it out. I was in the character thing looking for his face, and I couldn't recognize it.
So, is it present day?
Yeah, it's present day now.
Yeah, so that would be Fumihiro.
All right, it's Fumihiro. All right, so Hiroshi tried calling Risuke, but his phone is turned off. Keisuke and Furihasha, sorry,
Fumihira.
Furihira, um,
Fumihiro.
Fumihira,
Hero.
Fumihira. Okay. They don't know where he is, but Keisuke has faith that he'll see Risuke again, no matter where he is or what he's doing.
Oh, this is
And
getting to the race between the two of them.
yeah, so we see Risuke preparing for his race against Rin. Shuichi is there too and tells Risuke he plans to return to Gunma in the passenger seat of Risuke's car, and he'll be waiting to be picked up. So if Risuke dies, then Shuichi will die because he's not going anyway.
Yeah. Well, I
Like in
don't think
that,
he'll die. He'll just have to get
it's like
someone
in
else to
that
pick him up.
episode of it's like that episode of Futurama where we Fry's dog at the end. We learned in the past it was waiting for Fry to return.
Yeah.
What's hilarious to me is that has to be the oldest living dog in cartoon history because it goes like for 50 years.
Yeah.
It's like time passes, he's waiting that long.
No, it'd be. Wasn't it longer than that?
Oh, it was something because Fry was like the dog. He wouldn't have waited for me forever, and we get and then we see in the past the dog was waiting for Fry, and it just kept waiting, and the owner guy was like, it's like I believe it was like 50 years that passed, so the dog had to be at least in its 70s or something, or like late 60s, early 70s. Like, God. Okay, but back on topic. At Essa, the
The
gas
gas
station,
station, yeah.
a guy is talking to Itsuke and Ikutani about how someone saw a white FC when he was visiting Akagi the previous day. Um, what was that guy's name? I think I got it written down somewhere, but I forgot to put it. The guy and Itsuke think it's not Risuke, and someone is impersonating him with their car, like what happened with.
Are you talking about oh, I know his name started with a K.
Hold on, I got it here.
Kento? No.
No.
Kenji.
What's it, Kenji? Um, where I had it written down.
This episode's
I-
a hot mess.
Yeah, I didn't get it. I swear I had it
Mostly
written down.
because Bailey forgets to do the research.
Because I've been busy. I do my research, but I just got busy with other stuff going on.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. So the guy was
It's
the
like,
guy in Itsuki think it
it's
could be
not
someone
Risuke.
impersonating. Yeah,
So
like
you've got
what
a impersonator
before.
roaming the roads, like what happened with Takumi and Kesuke.
Yeah. Yeah, but Ikutani disagrees, saying Akage is Risuke's home ground,
Akagi.
and that whoever this imposter is would be caught immediately, unlike
Yeah.
Takumi's imposter. So Itsuki decides to call Takumi, who is on a date with Mika, and
Yeah.
he asks if he knows anything, but Takumi has no idea. And he's
He's
like,
just
that's
like, yeah,
probably
it must be an imposter.
like with my imposter.
We got someone among us.
So, the scene then cuts to the race between Risuke and Rin, and we learn it's not a race. It's more like cops and robbers in one of the Need for Speed games.
Yeah, it's sort of like a half race, half chase.
Yeah. So it's like there's only one round, and the rules are simple. If Risuke gets away, he wins. If he can't, he's dead, as Rin is trying to crash the car.
And he's dedicated to it.
Yeah.
Like we
and
like the car does get up on like a wall at one point.
yeah, I think that's the next episode. So we get a flashback from Risuke talking about who Kaori is and what happened to her to Matsumoto. So we get another flashback.
We get a flashback within a flashback.
Yeah, and then the next episode just keeps going flashbacks and a
It
flashback
goes back to
for
the
hours
beginning of time.
yeah. So 3 years ago, Risuke fell in love with a senior named Kaori. Um, she was sometimes strong-willed and weak-willed with a lot of contradictions, just like a woman.
Oi, oi,
I'm
oi.
kidding. But
Don't you dare talk
Kaori
like
was
that.
yeah. So Kaori was we'll go into a bit more detail than in the next episode. But the gist of it was Kaori was supposed to marry Rin. She was in an arranged marriage,
Yeah.
but Risuke was able to talk her out of it.
You gotta love arranged managers, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah. And then
They're the best thing since whatever was worse than that.
sorry, what?
They're the next best thing to actually getting in a relationship and having a good relationship.
Well, sometimes it works out. Like arranged marriages can be better than just going out to meet someone.
Mm.
Not all the time, but some of the time. So we get another flashback from Rin's point of view, and he sees Kaori, and we see Kaori break off their engagement, which devastates him. Which and I find this odd because he kind of contradicts himself at points.
Yeah.
Um, so he says he dedicated this race in Kaori's name, but the thing is like when we learn more in the flashback,
Mm.
um he kind of contradicts himself where it's like it's okay, you do what you want, then no, you
Yeah.
belong with me. So it kind of goes back and forth, and the funny thing
Because
is
I think it's just the fact that he still loves her,
yeah.
even though she's
but,
dead.
but what made me laugh was um basically both of them are this race, they're doing it for Kaori, and it reminded me of that scene in Happy Gilmore where after Chubbs dies and
Yeah.
Shooter's like, I'm going to dedicate my game in Chubbs's name. And then Happy's like, no, I'm doing it. He's like, no, I called it first. So it's kind of like, I'm dedicating this race to Kaori. No, I am. No, I called it first.
Also, you mentioned that there's a guy following them. That's
I don't
actually
know if he's
Ruji.
Ruji. Who is Ruji?
He lost to Kesuke, remember?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because I thought he was like a cop or something when I mentioned cops
No, so
before.
like before he was being chased by Rin, and like so he was looking out to find Rin and follow them, follow whoever he goes after to observe what happens.
Yeah, that's what confused me. I was like, who is this guy? All right, so episode that's the end of episode 9. So
Yeah.
we get to episode 10, full stop. I kind of just broke up the notes. I made them even shorter here. So at
I'm seeing
Essa,
one point there that's like a whole paragraph.
yeah. All right, so at Essa, Itsuke, Ikatani, and this other guy whose name I still can't figure out.
I think it was
Kento, whatever.
Kenji.
Kenji, okay. Kenji, they're talking about Risuke's car sighting and whether it was him or an imposter. Like with what happened before Itsuki, like what happened before, sorry, got the full stop. Itsuki says Takumi doesn't believe it's Ryusuke's car. The guy says Ryusuke's car had a wing on it. Hearing this, Ikatani is sure it's a fan or imposter, as Ryusuke's FC has the stock one. What does that mean, the stock one?
So basically, with every card, you got these stock items. So you got like the stock wheels, the stock doors, all that.
I tell you, I gotta learn more about cars.
I don't know that much about cars either, but it's basically if you're buying it off the off the lot, everything with that is the stock car.
Alright. Alright, so during the race, that guy is still following behind Rin, who's
Yeah,
following
Ruji.
behind Ryusuke. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so Rin, he tries to knock Ryusuke's car into the side of like the mountain slope by
Yeah.
taking advantage of his ATTESA ETS forward drive system.
Wait,
But
did you actually
Risuke,
look that up for the car?
no, that's what the guy says, who's following him
Oh,
during the race. So,
okay.
yeah, and it's like Risuke uses his skills like
he
he
he basically like
climbs.
puts the car sideways.
Yeah, so rather than like trying to push back, he just goes up.
Yeah.
Reminded me of a scene from Speed Racer movie. So when he does that, he climbs up the slope and is able to recover.
Yeah, so he uses the
And
slope to like not make sure his car doesn't hit anything, gets back down onto the road.
yeah, and Ren, he thinks it's luck, but we both know it's skill.
Yeah, it was sort of both, like the perfect timing of like when it happened and the fact that like he knew what to do.
So Takumi, he's still on his date with Mika, but he can't enjoy it
Yeah,
after the phone call he
yeah,
got.
he's very concerned about what's going on.
Yeah, Mika tells him not to worry, but that just makes him worry more. So he
Yeah, he's
excuses
like he calls
himself to make up.
Kesuke to be like, hey,
Well, he
what's
doesn't
going
call
on?
Kesuke. He calls the other guy. I forget his name, and then Kesuke gets the phone off him and
uh,
talks to Takumi
Fumihiro, are you talking about?
or the other one. I don't know. He called one of them, and then they were
Well,
talking to
Fumihiro is the one that
Takumi.
he works with.
All right, so he would have called him, but then Keisuke took the phone off him and talked to Takumi. And he said, Rizuke's fine, don't worry, you just focus on your final battle and not trying to get into Mika's pantsuit. Takumi's like,
Why? Why are you like this, Bailey?
oh, well, he's got to think with his big head, not his little head.
Okay,
That's how
okay.
you win races.
Let's just talk
All right,
about the flashback because we love a
all right, now
good
these
old
here,
flashback.
before we go, these are all the flashbacks, so I've just put them in order, and then once
Okay.
they're done, it goes on with the race. So the flashback starts with Rin. So this is when Kaori is breaking off the engagement, and he's like, he goes, I want to know the name of the man who took you from me, but she won't say. And then the next scene is Kaori's father. He's angry with her, so he slaps her, and if we find out that
Oh
Rin's
yeah.
dad is
Mhm.
the reason Kaori's dad has a company, and it's because of this company that her dad can afford to send her to college.
Ah, so
And he,
it's much more of a forced marriage at the end.
yeah, kind of like, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours type thing.
Yeah,
So the dad tells Kaori she needs to apologize to Rin's dad and
she doesn't want
go
to.
on with the marriage. And she's like, and Rin, the dad tells Kaori, Rin's dad and Rin will forgive you. They'll let this go, but you need to go through with this. But she doesn't want to. Then we get it's weird. It's like Rin is with Kaori in this flashback, but he's not talking to her. He's monologuing in his head
So
that as long as
basically, this is like you get a flashback, but it's not a speaking flashback.
yeah, it's not a speaking flashback. He's there with Kaori and he's
Was
speaking
it
in
just
his
like photos, or was it actually like animated?
no, it was animated. He was there and it's like
Okay.
he was looking at her and he was mentioning in his head
Oh,
that
okay,
as long as
okay.
she's
I get
happy,
what you mean. It's like
yeah,
it's like those movies that they show like flashbacks of like things that happen in the movie, and it's like,
it, it's like in his mind. He's
yeah,
like, as long as he's monologuing. As long as Kaori's happy, then he's content. And then he mentions something about her translucent skin. I'm like, what?
translucent skin.
That's what happens in the flashback. I left it out because I think he was admiring her skin. I was like, what?
Oh,
Okay,
like it looks good in the light or something like that.
yeah.
I think
Um,
translucent is an actual term people use to describe skin.
isn't that see-through, translucent?
No, that's more like transparent.
Okay. All right. So then the flashback. We're just gonna say it's like the past. We're just gonna call it the past. Okay. So in the past, we see Kaori and Risuke together in college.
Yeah.
And they're talking about their dreams, and she tells him that she believes that men have the privilege to chase their dreams, And she also mentions like she doesn't say it to him, but she mentions that she loves him, like just says it indirectly.
Yeah, it's because it's. I think it's just like not. I don't know if it's seen as disrespectful to say it directly straight away, or anything like that.
Yeah, so it's like
I
you,
am probably offending all of Japan right now.
yeah. So it's like instead of answering a question with yes or no, you say maybe or I don't know.
Mm.
You know? Okay, so and this is actually to me where it's the straw that breaks the camel's back. So Rin, even though he said as long as she's happy, I'm content, he proves he's a hypocrite. And he says, he tells Kiori that her father's company will suffer because of him, like his father, because because they were supposed to get together and
It,
Kaori and his father is going to take it out on Kaori's father, and that she'll regret it. And
yeah, and then
then
the final flashback is she's talking to like her last words were to Rasuke before she did the
leap of faith,
yeah.
AC reference.
Yeah.
So
Except this one, you don't really come back from it.
yeah, unless you're in the animus. But anyways, Rin Rin tries knocking Risuke into the guardrail, but it doesn't work as Risuke was able to recover. This is because the FC's cornering speed is very fast, and Risuke used the G force to absorb the impact, annoying Rin.
Basically, he was able to be like, okay, I'm in mid turn, so just turn a bit harder. Or
Yeah,
like,
and then
or was it turn harder or just go quicker? Was
quick, I think it was
I was sort of both.
yeah. And then we get here's the thing though, we learn from a flashback, but this isn't like a flashback with Kaori. This is a
Yeah.
flashback um with Matsumoto, so it's like a few hours earlier rather than a few years.
So yeah, but we learned that it's that Kaori's been dead for 2 years at this point.
So it's the second year of her second anniversary of, and the day that they're racing is the anniversary
Yeah.
of her death.
I think like with that, you should be able to figure out like exactly when this happens and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because
So
that's how morbid you can get when you try to put a timeline together.
yeah. And so Ren thinks that we learn in his mind because the two of them they monologue in their mind, but it kind of sound but there are times where it sounds like they're telepathically communicating with one another.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's yeah.
Yeah. So Rin thinks that Risuke is cold-hearted and has moved on from Kaori's death, which he has, but not because he's cold-hearted. It's because
Yeah.
Risuke believes that if he spends all his time living in the past, that's not going to change anything. Um, and and as hard as it is, he has to move forward because he can't change the past, but he can build a life for himself in the future, and that's what separates Rin and Risuke. Risuke is moving forward while Rin's stuck in the past.
Yeah.
And Rin,
So
yeah, he doesn't. Sorry, what?
yeah. You go.
Alright, so Rin does a nasty side press into Risuke, he smashes his car up against the guardrail.
Just like a
But
like
Risuke,
a it's a sandwich situation.
yeah, he sandwiches him up against the guardrail, but
But Roscoe manages to
Risuke
get out by hitting the brakes and ended up behind him.
he doesn't slam him. He like I wouldn't say he puts the full pressure on, but he hits the brakes, gets behind him, but Rin ends up behind him again. And in a last-ditch effort, he decides to kamikaze Risuke's car. And what I mean by this is they're
Like
going downhill and they're slowly turning, but Rin, by ramming him from behind, this is causing him to go even faster downhill.
yeah.
And Risuke, he can't put his brakes on to stop because of the force that is the is the car Grim Reaper, or is that just Rin's car?
No, that's Rin's name. That's Rin's nickname.
Okay, so Rin's car, that's a pretty awesome name for a car, Grim Reaper. Okay,
Like they
so
do also call the car that as well, so it's sort of both. It's like a
okay,
combination deal.
yeah, I see. So Risuke can't put on the brakes because Rin's car is going too fast, and
Well, no,
what
isn't
and he
it that he's
can't.
trying to save him? Because like
No,
Rin's,
Risuke is hoping if he wins the race, he wants to try and help Rin move on, like he has.
yeah,
But Rin can't move on, and when he's pressed up against the back of
no,
Risuke's car,
no, didn't Rin's brakes give out though?
no, because what's happening is because they're moving so fast, Rin's brakes aren't working because they're going downhill and they're slowly turning to the right. So they're like, you know what I mean? So Rin, if he, I'm sorry, Risuke, the brakes aren't working, so he can't slow down Rin's car. And if he tries to
No,
move to
no,
what?
isn't didn't they come out of the corner and he tries to do that?
Yeah, no, they come out of the corner from the guardrail,
Yeah,
and
so
after
they're
that,
going straight.
yeah,
They're not
it,
turning at all.
no, they're going downhill, and if you look towards the end, you can see it's like a little turn. They're starting to turn to the right,
Oh,
like by an inch. And that's what's happening. And um, Risuke, he can't put on the brakes because Rin's car has too much power behind it going downhill. And if Rin tries to turn, like he has to stay in lockstep with um Risuke's car because I mean with Rin's car because if Risuke even nudges to the left or right a bit, his car's gonna flip.
yeah, but
Rin will
it's
use that as
mostly
an
just
advantage.
straight. Like they're coming towards a little curve bit, right?
Yeah, it's a little curve bit.
No, because what they're coming to is like a toll gate, isn't it?
Well, I haven't seen the next episode, so
Yeah,
I
because
have.
it's mostly just a straight hill. I don't think there's much of a turn.
Much of a turn. Yeah, but they're going downhill and there's like a little turn at
Yeah,
the
at the bottom.
yeah, at the bottom.
Yeah, that's because there's a toll gate that they're barreling
Uh,
towards. And
uh,
see, your confusion is like Rin's brakes gave out,
no,
and
Rin's brakes aren't giving out. He can't put on the brakes. Like he's putting on the brakes, but it's not doing anything
yeah.
because
So what Rosake is actually doing is he's using his car to try and stop Rin's car.
yeah, but he can't.
Yeah. Oh, you got to
Uh,
see the bit confused.
yeah,
That's why I was
I got it here.
confused.
It's so hard to maintain control because the two cars are misaligned. It's
Yeah,
an
yeah, because
unrecoverable
he's like
mistake.
Rosuke's slowed down. He slowed down, not Rin
He
speeding
can't
up.
get. It says here, I can't get the maximum braking ability.
Yeah, that's because he's trying to save Rin.
Rin's not trying.
No,
Rin
Rin's
was,
also trying to get on the brake as well, but his isn't working.
yeah,
And like Rosuke's done it like the the traditional way of trying to slow down a car, like pulling out in front, slowing down, and then hitting the brakes as soon as you touch the car.
yeah. So I got the clip here, and you see they're going down, and there is a slow turn to the right. They are. It's like a little turn to the right.
Yeah, that's because they're coming towards the toll gate.
All
This is
right,
why
the
you should
toll
have done
gate. I don't
episode
know
11.
because I can see steps. There's like stairs that connect to a little walkway
Okay,
near the mountain.
let's just wrap this up here. You're
Yeah,
you're getting a bit lost.
yeah.
You
So I've
you need
seen the
to
next
go and do the
episode.
notes for the rest of season 5 because
Yeah,
you definitely have gone lost somewhere.
yeah.
I'm not saying you did a bad job. Anyways, on that confusing note, links will be in the description to both of Bailey's channels and both of my channels for you guys to go check out. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know next video comes out. A ding, a ding, a ding, a ding.
Dong dong.
And the Mad Scientist out.
See you, everybody.